Hey guys, good morning. Let's quickly sum up all the things we're going to talk about in today's video. MoneyGram has joined forces with Stellar and Circle to make crypto payments possible. Is the tiny island of Tonga going to make Bitcoin a legal tender? According to IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde, 110 countries are considering CBDC at some point. In the fight against ransomware assaults, Chainalysis has acquired cybercrime investigation business Exigent. Coming up first, MoneyGram, a money transfer and remittance company, has announced a partnership with the Stellar Development Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to the development and growth of the open source Stellar blockchain network, and Circle, the blockchain development company behind the USD Coin stablecoin. By employing Circle's USDC stablecoin to facilitate and settle payments and then converting payouts to a user's local currency, Stellar will assist MoneyGram in enabling crypto payments through local currencies for its users. Settlements for these USDC transactions would be also possible thanks to MoneyGram's interface with Stellar. United Texas Bank will provide an additional settlement layer for the procedure to connect Circle and MoneyGram. Quoting Daniel Dixon, CEO and Executive Director of the Stellar Development Foundation, working with MoneyGram allows end consumers to have on and off ramps everywhere that MoneyGram's vast agent network supports this. So this is just transformational in terms of being able to exchange crypto for fiat and fiat for crypto. We're trying to go as big as we can. Many crypto aficionados expected that numerous countries will follow El Salvador's lead in adopting Bitcoin as a legal cash, and there are signs that Tonga may be the next to do so, as one of the country's MPs is working on a bill to do so. MP Lord Fusatia, who said in an interview with Financial Review that he is working on a comparable Bitcoin bill that will be introduced to the Tonga Parliament by May 2022, is the politician in question. According to him, this would allow the Oceania country to benefit from Bitcoin's potential as a legal tender, which would coexist with the Tongan Panga, the country's primary fiat currency. MP is a Lord Member of Parliament for the Kingdom of Tonga's newest legislative assembly. He previously indicated his fascination with Bitcoin's dynamics early this year. However, he was only interested in investing in the crypto king at that time. While the bill will require significant backing from other countries' central bank and other politicians, Lord Fusita is optimistic that it will pass based on its relative success in El Salvador. Kristalina Georgieva, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, recently spoke about digital currencies including CBDC in one of her recent presentations. On October 5, the IMF's managing director delivered this speech at the T20 summit, which was organized by Bocconi University and the Italian Institute for International Political Studies. Sessions with various policymakers and professionals examined subjects related to key worldwide challenges as part of the submission: climate and growth, international finance, trade and investments, digitalization, poverty and inequalities were among the subjects discussed. She claims that more than half of the world's central banks are investigating CBDC at some point or the other. The IMF, according to Georgieva, is looking at digital currencies as a whole in terms of macroeconomic and financial stability. This was in response to a question on whether she sees digital currencies and cryptocurrencies as potential dangers to financial stability. Moreover, quoting the director, when we look at the world of digitalization, digital currencies, of course, are a very important part of it. Before the pandemic, we used to say the future is digital. With the pandemic, the future has arrived very prominently in the world of money. Quoting Chainalysis CEO Michael Groneger, following the flow of ransomware payments on the blockchain is instrumental for law enforcement to understand and dismantle ransomware operations. Chainalysis, a blockchain analytics startup, has acquired cybercrime investigation firm Exigent for an unknown sum, implying that the two will continue to collaborate to dismantle ransomware operations. Chainalysis CEO said in a Tuesday statement that the company worked with Exigent on the seizure of cryptocurrency linked to the now defunct darknet market Silk Road, the shutdown of a major child abuse website, and the the disruption of campaigns related to terrorism financing and other projects. Exigent employees will join the firm's investigations and special programs unit, according to Kroneger, to help with investigations into the cryptocurrency used in cybercrime. So that's all for today. We'll get back to you tonight. Until then, join our Telegram channel for free crypto signals, visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews, and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel for daily